Okay, this is about to not really make much sense because really nothing I ever say really makes any sense. But I was just laying here in bed and I was thinking, and I was just thinking about life and how, like, I moved away and I'm moving further away. And I've been really sad today because there's 3 weeks left in the school year. And then I'm done with my freshman year of college, and like I'm gonna be moving out of my dorm room forever. I'm never gonna have this room again. And I'm not gonna see my friends for like the whole 3 months of summer. And then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna see them for 2 weeks for Rush. And then I'm gonna leave again because I'm studying abroad next year. And then I'm not gonna see them for 10 months. And so I was thinking, wow, I'm really sad. That's heartbreaking. I'm basically not gonna see my friends for a year other than for 2 weeks. Like, I have 5 weeks and then I'm not gonna see them for like almost a year and a half because of the summers. Like, it's going to be a long time before I see them again. And it was just making me really sad. And it got me to thinking about how I was like kind of sad and kind of thinking a little bit of the same before I moved here, but I thought of it less before I moved here because I didn't really have people to miss when I moved here. Like, of course I did, but like back in my hometown, I have maybe 4 friends, maybe 5 on like a good day. But like people that I actually see on a regular basis, like I don't see anyone, I don't talk to anyone, I don't even follow. Like, I don't like my hometown. Like, I love my hometown, the people in my hometown, the friends I had in high school, all of that are people and things I purposely like left and was desperate to leave. And I thought about staying. Like, my senior year of high school, I thought about staying, but there was never really a time where I didn't want to leave. Like, even before I ever told my parents, hey, I want to go to school out of state, they always just kind of knew that like I probably wasn't gonna stay in town just because it wasn't me to stay there, if that makes sense. But even when I didn't really like know that I wanted to leave, I knew that I was never meant to stay there, and that I never felt like I belonged there. I never felt welcomed there. I never felt happy there. And like I spent all of high school trying to like escape that feeling and run away from the feeling of like this like lack of belonging and like not having friends. And when I did have friends, they weren't good friends, and they weren't friends who loved me. They weren't people that cared about me. And just like never experiencing good and true friendship. And then I came here, and I mean, I still like sometimes I'm like, oh dang, like I wish I had more friends, just because like I still have the mentality of like from high school of like I need to have as many friends as possible to be able to prove that I have friends. But like I came here, and even though still here, I only have maybe like 5 to 8 friends here. But the friends I have here are friends I can actually count on, and I can actually talk to, and I can call, and if I'm like, hey, want to hang out, they're probably gonna say yes. And I can see on a regular basis, and like genuine friends who want me around as much as I want to be around them, and I want them around me. It's like it's actually a mutual friendship where I have people that love me, like, too. And it's not just, I'm not the one doing all of the loving anymore. And that's like a very new thing. I didn't have that in high school, really, like, for the most part. Of course, like, yes, I had good experiences with people in high school, but also another thing is majority of my friends in high school were foreign exchange students. So all of my, like, good, true friendships that I had in high school, where I was able to feel the way I feel with my friends here and now, it was all relationships where at the end of the year, they left. They left and they were never coming back. And so I'm used to the feeling of, like, this feeling and then leaving and saying goodbye, but I'm not used to the feeling of knowing I can come back to it. But now I'm the one that's leaving. And it almost makes me question, should I just not go? Like, should I give up on the dreams I've had since my sophomore year of high school and not study abroad my sophomore year of college? And of course, like, I know I shouldn't. And even my friends, like, when I say I have actually good friends, I have friends that are so good and love me so much and understand me so well that they tell me, oh, I'm so sad that you're leaving. Like, I'm gonna miss you so much. I wish you wouldn't go. And then I'm like, oh, I know. I sometimes question, like, if I even want to go myself. And without missing a beat, their immediate response is to say, no, you have to go. Like, no, you can't not go. Like, this is what you want. You have to go. We're just gonna miss you. Versus, like, if I was still friends with the people I was friends with in high school, and this is no hate to them, whenever back in high school I'd be like, oh yeah, like, I'm for sure gonna study abroad in college, they'd be like, why? Why would you do that? Mind you, we were all friends with exchange students all throughout high school. But when I wanted to do it, why? You know? And now having, like, friends who are encouraging me to do it and who are telling me, like, no, I'm going to miss you over the summer. I'm going to miss you for the year that you're gone. It's such a different feeling because I spent all of high school and pretty much, like, all of, like, my life until I moved here at 18 running away kind of from myself in a way. Like, because the reason I didn't have good friendships was not solely the fault of other people. Like, it was my fault too. Like, mostly my fault, honestly. Like, I was the one being friends with these people. I was the one attracting these people. I was the one choosing these relationships, encouraging, like that was me. That was my fault entirely. And I'm sure I wasn't a good friend either. You know, you get what you give. But I just sometimes I sit and I think if I was still friends with the people back then, like, what would I be like? Like, if I had the friends I had then now, what would my life be like? And I know that I wouldn't be as happy. I don't think I'd be happy at all. I think I'd still be the same way I was in high school, where I would be running away from myself. And I think it's so weird now because I'm so used to that feeling of, like, running away from myself and running away from other people who I think make me happy, but in reality are the reason and result of my misery. And then I run away, but they're still there because they're my friends. And I'm just, like, in this, like, loop. I'm stuck in a hamster wheel. But now I'm not in that hamster wheel because those aren't my friends. It's not the life I have. I'm assuming I'm different too. And now I'm, like, still running away. I'm still running away. I'm not gonna stop running away. I think it's just, like, part of who I am to continue running away. Like, I don't think I'll ever really stop, but it's so weird to know that I'm about to do it again. I'm in this feeling of constantly running away from everyone and everything I know. But I don't feel like I need to this time. I've always felt like I had to, like I needed to, like I would never be happy if I didn't keep running away. But I don't feel like I need to. Like I'm happy here. Like I'm happy now. Like I could just stay here. Like, and of course, like I'm bored and like I want to do something, but like just go on a vacation, just take a trip, just do stuff like that. Like I don't have the feeling of needing to run away, like needing to move away like I always have. And I don't like the feeling of satisfaction. And I'm not someone who ever really feels satisfied, especially when it comes to like being in one place for a long time. And so the entire like idea of like constantly staying on the move, and like that's why I want to study abroad, constantly on the move and not staying in one place for all 4 years of college. Like it's broken up and I get to travel all of that year and explore the world, and all these things are so enticing. And of course I'm still gonna do it. But back in August and September, when I first went to the study abroad office and was like, hey, how's the application process work here? Back then I felt that still the same need of, I'm never gonna be happy if I just stay here. I'm never gonna be happy if I don't keep running away, and if I don't get further and further and further away from even the people that I love. Just because, not because of the people that I love, but because of me. But I feel like, and maybe I've just grown up. Maybe I've just gotten older. Maybe I've just accepted the fact that this is life and this is the person I'm stuck being, and that I can't run away from myself, and that like I'm stuck being me no matter what I try or how far away I run. But for the first time, I feel like if I didn't go, maybe life would still be okay. And I don't think I've ever had the feeling where everything wouldn't just fall apart and collapse if I didn't go. And of course I know, like, I have to go. Like, this has been my dream for years. And I'll regret it for the rest of my life if I don't go. So of course I'm going to go. But it's the first time I think I'm content and happy and satisfied enough with the place I'm at in life that I think I love where I am enough, and that I'm okay with myself enough that I could stay in one place without inevitably hating myself. And that sounds terrible, but it's just me, I guess. I don't know. I think it's like an issue in my brain or something, or like how I see life, where I don't know, I like blame everything on the world and then run away and like move and like travel and call that a solution instead of like actually like dealing with stuff. But like, I don't know.